Hello, so this time we have a one handicap game between 10q and 11q plus, and white won by 32 points and a half. Pretty much being able to get away with some overplays, like the kill in the top left corner, as you will see pretty soon. But also, I think there were places on the board where white could punish black better. So it's gonna be an exciting game. Let's have a look. Well, this time we see a high Chinese opening by black. This is rare nowadays. Black should consider the approach in the low right corner or attack the low left corner right away. Playing the low Chinese is also a possibility, but high Chinese Fuseki, which is really rare. So white approach the right side, that's good. And now another surprising move, doubling up the corner with the iron pillar. This is the kind of move that black plays usually when there's a stone at n17 already in place, or at least something a bit closer to the corner, so black can grab a lot of territory in that area. Now white extends for a base, which is good, and black is supposed to go back and protect the corner in order to make use of his r16 iron pillar, but this feels slack right now, so it's a good decision to approach this low right corner and prevent the shimari. But playing low, white is actually happy to put pressure and set up a wall, because white already got the extension at r11 in place. So maybe in this particular case, black should consider the approach on the high point on the forward line. So if white grabs the corner this way, black can extend for a base with a 3-space jump, or just jump again and go for outside influence in order to keep white from getting a nice moe on the right side. So these are some common josekis to approach the corner on the high point, but black prefer to play the low one. And now jump. This jump is also questionable. Usually black pushes here and jumps after that, because in this case, if white goes for the push and cut, black can keep all the stones connected. When going down in the corner and trying to kill the 3 black stones, well, the 2 black stones, now 3, white is going to fail by 1 liberty. But white can get a squeeze, even though this is considered good for black, because black gets a lot of points in the corner, and maybe it's not going to be so easy for white to build a lot on the outside eventually. So this almost never happens. What usually white does after pushing and cutting is to play Atari on the outside, then sacrifice some stones here in order to get the nose Tesuji in Sente, and then expand his moyo. This is a fine option, because the potential here looks really good for white on the right side. And another common joseki is to keep pushing in order to set up a stronger wall. Now when black plays the double hane, white can push and cut in the corner in order to create a lot of aji using those cutting points. So black needs to connect on the outside, then white can atari and extend. This will set up the ladder starting j5, so black usually captures the stone to prevent that happening. And now again, nose Tesuji in the corner, and then jump along to make the moe on the right side, because white already got the extension at r11. So playing some jump here, or keima, or 2-space jump in order to set up the box, it's a move to prevent the shoulder hit. So for example, if white goes shimari here, black can immediately play the shoulder hit to reduce the moyo, and this would be pretty comfortable for black to keep the moyo low on the right side. Now in this joseki, the sequence is pretty much forced, so if black doesn't pay attention and he captures the stone at q2, then white has atari and double atari, and this would be a disaster for black, getting all the stones disconnected like that. So it's good to remember, push and then jump. So when pushing right away, white can get some advantage using the cuts. First of all, white can cut on the outside O2 and then give up that stone in order to catch the cornerstone. Now the way to capture the cornerstone is either R3 or Q4. When playing R3, the shape is quite nice, but black can push once in center and white has to go up. Otherwise, black can escape with Atari and capture one stone in the corner. So if white doesn't want to allow this O4 to become center, then Atari in the corner like that. Because when black pushes here, this doesn't force white add another stone in the corner. And if black comes out in the corner at R3, white can capture everything, because white has 4 liberties and black only 3. So when black tries to go into the side, there's a Tesuji, the wedge, and white can still kill everything, so white keeps the corner safe. So this is one way. Playing a turn one way or the other is good too, because even when cutting one way or the other, maybe white is not so happy to give the Ponuki right away, so it's an option to push first, either like this or turn and then use the cutting points. So for example, if white turns in the corner first and black Nobi, there are still 2 cutting points that white can use, and white can play the cut inside, because this time he doesn't care so much about the corner, but he can go for the outside. If black connects on the outside, white pushes and captures the 2 stones. If black takes one stone, white can Atari and then either ladder, if the ladder works, but in this case we gotta check if C16 it's a ladder breaker or not. Otherwise, just extend. So again, white can profit very nice on the outside, giving up a few points in the corner. And even if the ladder doesn't work, white can play Atari and then Atari again, Atari one more time, and defend against the cuts, or solid defense. Or for example, Atari one more time and then connect, because now black gets a heavy group in the center that he needs to take care of. So this kind of fight is also playable for white. So now when pushing here, this is pretty much forced. Well, if black decides to go low just to keep connected, then white is again happy to make the moe on the right side, and black is on the second line, so not very satisfactory. The second line is considered the line of defeat. So the actual game, white push here, that's also an option, it's fine, in order to set up the wall and go for the moe on the right side and keep pushing. That's very good. And push again. And in fact, black should not be one more time to stay ahead. I know it's not so nice to accept this attach and Atari, but black is safe. The only problem is that white again got a very nice moe on the right side and nothing to complain overall. Well, black played an elegant move, but it leaves Hane in the head of 3 stones. That's pretty nice for white. Also, black can consider R3 in fact. So from R3 it's easier to invade R7. R2 looks nice, the tiger mouth, but if anyway black is going to allow the Hane and double Hane, this way later in the game black can come inside at R7. Because this one is threatening the S5 combined with Q5 to connect up or down. So if white plays something like this to keep black separated, then black can just jump out with a shoulder hit. So this way black can erase the influence of the wall, which radiates power in this direction. So at least there's a follow-up from R3. Now very good for white to play Hane and double Hane. Sometimes Q players here, they get, or at least double digit Q players, they get excited of capturing one stone and they lose the other 3, which would be painful for black here, because now he has to take care of the corner too. But black was alert about the cut, Anyway, white is happy to surround this way. Nice influence on the right side and a lot of potential on the bottom. So black decided to play away. Now next move looks a little bit conservative. White is strong enough in this lower area, and in this position where you see black having a cornerstone and then two extensions to the middle of the site, which is also considered a double wing formation, it's about time to do something in the top left corner. So the options for white are either invade like this, or low, or try a tsuke in the corner. That would be a bit more active. Normally the classic way is to play the high approach, and when black plays schema, white simply tries to go for a base in the top and jump out in the middle if it's not enough space to build twice in the corner or on the edge. Now trying moves like tsuke, which are AI oriented style of play, would be an option too. In this case, white takes the corner like that, and even if black approaches one more time the left side, white is happy to make a shimari. So it's some sort of trade. Black went for the left side, white scoop out the top left corner and also secure the lower left corner. Now on this move, black can also block the corner from the top, and in this case black will keep the top side, but white is very happy to make a base towards c9, which become weak now. So black needs to extend for a base, white takes the shimari, black has to jump out. And the distance for white in the top left between his c15 and c9, it's pretty good. And now white being sente should think about an invasion in the top around these spots, just to take away black's nice move and punish that iron pillar. So that should be a priority too. But right now it's urgent not to allow another corner enclosure in the top left corner. I mean, when playing here, if black simply plays a shimari, high or low, then it feels very good because he already got the middle side extensions. So that's a priority for white to prevent this kind of shimari happening. Black decided to extend back. The way to extend here for black should be d12, because otherwise all his stones are flat, being on the third line. This attach here, it's no need. If white wants to reduce that area later in the game, it's better to try a combination of shoulder hit and then contact. But right now white's focus should be to damage the corner, either with a contact play like that, or come inside and go for a sabaki. Also black can just attack the top right corner like this. So sorry, white should attack the top right corner. The thing is, white should find ways to damage the top side, because even if black jumps again at e9, it's not going to be so urgent right now. So playing the hane, black can take center here. Black can hane. If white pulls back, well, in this case black should no be, but black can also play away, like defending the top right, for example. Well, when white pulls back like this, he actually wants to play the hane at d8 next to cut. So white is supposed to pull back, and then black can play away. If black wants to jump in the center, he's going to play something like this to enter the middle. Also, black can think about this kind of shoulder hit and attach in order to get stronger in the top and also limit white's expansion in the middle. But white push along here, and this is not so great because now black can block with the tiger mount, and white still has a problem at d8, so white eventually has to come back and protect against the cut. So instead of pushing, simply pull back. Now black decided to enter the bottom. Instead of pincer, which allows black get a base in the corner and leave, should think about Kosumitsuke. Then when black goes out, white should take away the extension, because white already got the extension on the left side, so it's no need to add another move there. Now black is heavier and has to struggle more to fix his group. Also playing the key point here at d11 that threatens some cutting points, it's pretty big. If black doesn't take the tiger mount, white should consider d11 right away. Then black needs to double up, so now white is stronger and white can keep the pressure on the bottom group next in order to make use of his wall in the center. So pincer, black would attach. Then on Hane, play the tiger mount, white goes out, then attach under. The reason for this attach is to give up one stone in order to get all the forcing moves and make I shape. So when white plays the attach, when black plays G to attach, white should either block or pull back. But when this happens, black has another attach. So again, he's looking for a way to settle very lightly. And it's hard to catch this group right now. So black managed a successful sabaki this way. Well, K-Mite's an option too. But instead of going in the corner with Kosumi, black should pull back first to create cutting points and make more space for himself. Then bump once, and then Kosumi in the corner. Now the group is alive. So white doesn't even have to play here anymore. Push once, and then maybe jump in the middle in order to enclose this kind of box. That looks like a pretty nice map of the territory for white in the middle. But I think the game is still kind of balanced because black can also build a lot in the top, and he got these two groups on the bottom, and the center can be reduced. For example, black can consider a move like this, and then if white plays with fighting spirit here, black will continue with shoulder hit, and in a few moves he can set up a sabaki in the center. So, well, now black has to struggle more for life. That's a good capture. And here white can block. Blocking right away, even if black cuts, it's not a problem. Oops. So several ataris can be played. And then when white connects, black has to leave in the corner or save the outside group. So for example, if atari here and save the middle, white will just hane and kill the corner. Not enough space. Or play the key point right away. Now, if black decides to live in the center, in the corner, with this move, which creates Miai between b1 and a4, then white can catch the stones in the middle by playing Atari and net. So that's a pretty nice profit for white out of this fight. Therefore, when white plays the hane, black should just live in the corner right away, and then white, of course, no b1s because of the push and cut, and then play away. It's quite urgent to play a move in the top right corner because the p16 stones are pretty weak. So if black defends the corner like this, white has room to extend in the top. If black blocks with an empty triangle, which in this case is not too bad because it gives eyes in the corner, again white can make a light shape in the top, a light shape, then black will probably shimari and slide again. So overall white is looking good, but playing c6 was a little bit passive. Black pushed again. Black doesn't need this push, black is already alive. So black should take the tiger mount. White probably comes back or one space jump towards the middle because now he's strong. But then black can go for reducing moves. This is an option. And the middle is not going to be as big as it looks at the first glance. So push, invade the top right corner, very good. Well, all these options are good, like playing this key point or playing n17, and if black protects the corner, white can jump out, and already black looks over concentrated in the top right. Yeah, it's okay, it's an option. This approach, even if it looks nice for the top two stones being the 3-space jump, allows black the block, which is pretty good for black to build the top left corner. So in this case, white should Hane Atari and maybe just jump out to connect his stones, then decide later how to enter the top side. Because playing a move like this kind of approach, it's always nice for black to block. And now you gotta go up or down. In this case, push. Oh, going down. But either way, black has the Hane on in the head of two stones. Then white needs to protect again. And black gets very strong in the top left corner like this. So it's hard to invade that area. Therefore, white can think about 2-space jump, which even if black plays the kick and white goes out, now there's some RG in the top, like the h17 invasion. So even if white accepts to be a little more narrow in that area, now there is space to damage the top side. So if black comes out like this, white can enter here and then approach the corner. Also, if white just plays Hane Atari and jumps, and black plays other moves in the top, then white can go in the top and make a living group inside. So this way, white is giving up the middle top area just to live in the top left. So going down, black can cover. What did black do? Black jumped again. Black can cover to put some pressure on the top. So here usually white plays a 1-space jump or Han and Nobi. But black gets stronger this way, and then he can play the Shimari in the top. No need to jump again in the middle, unless you jump like this and try to reduce the bottom moyo even more. So this is quite a light jump just to connect the stones in the center. Now white dives into the corner. White can think about Sansan here and then crosscut to see which side black is interested to build more. So if black protects the left side in order to stay connected to c12, white has the Atari, connect solid, and then connect under to the top. Also, white can leave under by playing Atari and push once. Now here, black usually Nobi and white goes down. And this is actually pretty good for white. To scoop out the corner, it's a big damage here. And black on the outside is not going to profit that much unless he plays the block here, which he was supposed to play for a long time. But still, center is never as big as it looks. So black might take this profit, which is like 15 points, but he already lost about 20 in the corner, and white is center, so white can grab another big point, like blocking the middle. So that's an option to invade. Playing like this, black can block the corner. Now white has to link under with a jump or push and then clamp and then connect. This attach, it's a bit questionable. Normally that kind of attach happens when black is not so strong in the corner, so he's c16, it's at c15 for example. Because now if black cuts and captures after Atari here, black's formation is quite ideal. So white is still floating and eventually needs to come back and connect under. Well, black simply protected the corner. White doesn't have to pull back. That exchange should be just played and left like that, because already black decided to give up a few points. So now white still has to come back and connect his stones. Pull back here is dangerous because black can separate now and white is running heavily without ice inside black's area, which is really dangerous. Oh, black decides to turn. In that case, white can connect under. And now even if black plays here, white can link. Sorry, white can connect under with J18. I keep confusing white and black. Probably need more coffee. So this block is no need, because anyway, if black cuts, white can capture that. Let's suppose white plays here and black cuts right away, because that's where white was afraid of. So if white plays Atari and then one space jump, it's a net, black will try to go out, block again, go down, block again, and then there's no way out. So black just get captured, which means there was no danger in that area, so no need to block here. Playing the no bit still nice to remove that agi. The thing is, if black plays away again, white can push, cut on the outside, then Atari, and capture 2 stones. If black connects to save the 2 stones, white has to check the ladder first. It doesn't work, but no B works. So now when black tries to save the stone on the side, white gets many liberties pushing out and then can just block and kill the group. So again, it's super profitable for white. That's why the no bit's a vital point, creating the cutting points, so black will just double up and then white can play away. For white it's quite aggressive and an option to cut the 2 space jump like this. This is one way. And if black tries to resist by playing Atari from the outside, white will cut this way or even going for more points. So that's the problem with the 2 space jump, leaving the cuts at K9 or K8. So for black it's safer to play a 1 space jump. Well, first of all, black should tiger mount and then just 1 space jump, which it's a bit more solid. So white was kind and protected where he shouldn't, then black also protected where he shouldn't. Black right now should think about the shoulder hit. And then of course this move. The corner is safe. I mean, if white plays the Kosumi, then Hane, Atari and connect, black can always play the 2-2 point and it's absolutely fine in the corner. That's the carpenter square. And anyway, if black feels like his corner is going to be surrounded and killed, he should play moves to expand the living space, not to shrink it. This is a good move to secure the right side. So black is making small steps trying to reduce. White connect, that's also urgent. And black again is trying to build some box in the center, like this area. But after playing all those 4 moves, black probably will build something like 6 points there. It's not very effective. So in order to build in an active way, black should still play the shoulder hit and push and lean on the stones on the right side, then enclose the middle to build more points. But right now it's more interesting to play on the left side. So then white invades. It's actually no need. Good enough to play this no B and then try to find ways to reduce the center. Like this, for example. And in the end, black really doesn't build much with all those moves in the middle. This is a bit risky, but black here should still play the key point, and if white goes out, attach and look for a connection up or down. Or black can play the wedge and then clamp to link under. This is safer because white's Ponuki doesn't have so much value being surrounded by all those black stones. Playing like that, it's a bit dangerous. Finally, the tiger mouth. Yeah, white has to go out and connect to his stones. This is an overplay. Black can separate, but black connected. If black goes down and white is trying some combination here to use the Atari, it still doesn't work. In the end, black is just taking those stones and there is no profit for white on the outside. So black could resist. Connecting here was more like a reflex move. And here black can push once, and the corner is safe for now. Now Hane. The push is good because it's center and it increases the life space in the corner. This invasion is a bit risky. Black can just surround. So here white played a series of overplays and they got unpunished. It's actually better to protect here if white wants to save the two stones. White managed to live inside. Black can connect solid. Then if white plays this move, black can surround everything and then go for a large kill. It's really difficult to live inside next. Not enough space and the cuts are not going to work. Black is short on, white is short on liberties. So black will win this capturing race. Just Atari and it's done. In fact, this move is not even needed unless white is taking away the liberty from the outside. So black could punish white here, but he wasn't successful. Maybe not so easy to read all that out. So now white is pretty much safe and hits the vital point in the corner. Black goes down, that's good to create eye space. And here black should connect solid. Well, black can also push once in center and then connect. Now if white turns in the corner, black can go out, but already in the corner it's enough space to make twice. There is no way for white to create a dead formation. And now again, black should connect solid. If white pushes, black expands the eye space and then black can attach in order to use the cutting points and create eyes like this. So black can either connect to the top and kill everything inside, or when white pushes like this, black has the option to kill this way. So everything dies on the left side. I mean, this group has no eyes. But luckily, wow, black played wrong. He played Atari thinking he can build the eye in the corner. So now white plays Atari, and if black captures one stone, white captures the other one. So white connects and black collapsed. But black played Atari and now white just took the corner. So this was quite a lucky kill by white. I would say lots of unforced errors from black side. Playing here it's a bit too much. Normally white should just jump like this and connect his stones. In the top right corner, if black just separates, nothing happens. So black has enough room to create eyes here. But for some reason black got scared, probably from the top left experience, and then he decided to play ultra cautious. Actually like this, it's still dangerous for black. So black and Hane connect, and on the Hane in the corner, black has this way to make twice. Going down it's an option too. So playing like this, white can Hane, oops, like this, then Atari, and luckily black has only one eye. Trying to go out doesn't work. White can play the net. And the thing is, if after Atari, black can play the ko. But still, the entire group can die. So yeah, black's decision to go out, it's pretty good. But capturing one stone here is not important. Should push again, and one more time. Like this, white gets into the center, in center, And already the game looks pretty good for white. After killing the top left corner, black can as well resign. But taking one stone, it's a bit small. So black can come back with Atari and capture this stone in a ladder. Therefore, white needs to connect under. And this way, black can build the points in the middle. And white just took one stone. So this is the wrong Atari because black is not going to capture the stones on the side. So white goes into the center to damage more. Finally connects these stones. No need to play that move. It's good enough to block here. And use that P later as a cut threat. This block is fine. Safe play. Should push first. Then Atari. Even Atari one more time to make black ultra heavy and then capture the stone. It was fine to block. If black cuts, black will still die faster inside. So there's nothing black can do here. White has more liberties. Here, for example, white will just play away, Atari connect, cover, and then capture everything. So white could build more. But it's already a win by white, so I can understand why all the conservative plays. This is all fine. Blocking here not the biggest point right now. At this stage, it's good to play the Keima, for example. And then in the middle, it's a bit dangerous if if black tries the cut at L13. So white can guard like this, because now if L13, Atari, and connect, and white is connected. Playing away. So let's say back to the game. If black plays here, white goes Atari, black connects, white connects, but black can cut one stone and a few surrounding points of territory in that area. No, he didn't. Could go Atari first, then push. This is all center, and in the end black has to capture, and after that the Nobi or other moves. Yeah, that's big. It wasn't supposed to be center. That block it's also fine, but here black doesn't need to protect the corner is still alive. Atari here once, it's okay, and then turn. If white is trying some move to kill, for example this one, oops, black still has more space to live inside. Oh, but this will be a Seki. Okay, that's painful. Loses the points. Okay. So Atari again, and then go down to build more points. That's fine. This move is not necessary yet. So if black plays away and white cuts, black has Atari from the bottom and Atari again, and then he can make twice. Playing the throw-in lost a point for black. This is all good. It works to block like this, because after Atari and connect on the outside, white has time to protect too. So pulling back just loses one more point for no reason. That's a little bit risky. Well, here white can black can cut and Atari and connect under, so white should block this way. Instead of connecting, white should block, and then on this wedge Atari connect and then connect to create more points in the middle. Playing the connection here doesn't build any points. Better play nothing. That's 1 point. Black got everything centered there, that's fine. Oops. So when Atari here, white should block, give up a stone, and take a stone in the corner. But earlier, white should play f1 to prevent this happening, and shouldn't go out. This is a nice damage Sumari by black, but even so, black is still way behind, so nothing to worry about. So I hope you enjoyed this review and learn a lot. See you next time.